October 11, 1899. The sun rose over the dusty plains of South Africa, and Britain, the world's most powerful empire, was about to go to war with farmers? But these weren't just your ordinary farmers. They were the Boers, the descendants of Dutch settlers, armed, determined, and ready to fight for their freedom. You see, decades prior, the British had taken control of South Africa. But deep inland, the Boers had created their own republics called the Transvaal and the Orange Free State. For a while, they lived in uneasy peace. Until gold was discovered. In 1886, one of the richest gold deposits in the world was found near Johannesburg, right in Boer territory. Suddenly, tens of thousands of British prospectors flooded in, hungry for instant fortune. The Boers saw it as an invasion. On the other hand, the British saw it as opportunity. And beneath the surface, tension began to boil, waiting to burst. By 1899, London wanted full control of the goldfields. The Boers wanted to protect their independence. Diplomatic talks failed. Threats flew back and forth on each other's sides. And finally, the Boers gave Britain an ultimatum. Withdraw your troops from our borders or face war. Britain refused. And so, on October 11, 1899, the Second Boer War began. At first, the Boers struck fast, laying siege to British towns like Ladysmith, Kimberley, and Mafeking. They knew the land, they rode swiftly on horseback, and their sharpshooters picked off British soldiers with deadly precision and accuracy. It was the British who were caught off guard by farmers in felt hats and homemade rifles. The British Empire expected a quick victory. Instead, they got a nightmare. Months of brutal guerrilla warfare. Towns burned to the ground. Poor families torn apart. And in a dark twist, Britain introduced one of history's first concentration camps, where Boer women and children were held under horrific and extreme conditions. By 1902, the Boers were exhausted. Their farms destroyed, their armies scattered. They surrendered, and finally, the British claimed victory. But it was a hollow one. The war had cost over 75,000 lives, exposed the cruelty of empire, and sparked a new era of skepticism about colonialism. The Second Boer War wasn't just a fight over gold or land. It was a fight over freedom, identity, and power, and it left scars that shaped South Africa for generations. It was proof that even the mightiest empire can stumble, when pride meets resistance. Would you have stood with the Boers defending their homeland, or the empire claiming its destiny?